In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening.
What are you choking on over there?
And thank you to Zombie13, who does that cover of Bret Hart's Heart Attack entrance theme. Go follow Zombie13 on YouTube. He does a bunch of covers of wrestling intro music. He's a great guitarist. Welcome to the program, everybody. People are, it's a really weird thing about having a live chat.
Yeah.
Is that everybody jumps to conclusions right away. Like everybody's just like, what did I say? Reeling it in a bit.
Yeah.
It's what I titled tonight's episode. And people just instantly, they've got theories and they've got ideas. And they're like, oh boy, talk to a detective. Oh boy, talk to a lawyer. Oh boy, he did this. Here's what reeling it in a bit means. I've been doing way too many shows. I don't mean way too many steel toe shows. I've been a guest on way too many people's shows. What happened was, when the arrest first happened, people wanted to talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Because when Nick's drunk stream happened, I had a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts. My estranged wife was down there. Her voice was on that stream.
Yep.
He was a disaster. I was very upset. I was very mad. So I started talking about some things that I knew about the life I'd been living the last 6 months and coming clean to the audience about how I let them down and the things that I had done and my own shortcomings. And that then implicated other people. Then the arrest happened and I thought, wow, this is going to get really bad. I might as well get ahead of everything and talk about everything I've been doing because this whole house is about to explode.
Yeah.
So anybody who questions, why are you divulging all this? Why? Because I was thinking either people already knew it, and then April being in their house with them, obviously anybody who's not an idiot knows what was going on there.
Draw that conclusion pretty easily.
And so I went, well, my hand's kind of been forced. I've got to talk about everything to my audience before. I'd rather just go ahead and, it's kind of like a blackmail situation almost. Just put the gun to your own head. And just tell everybody what you've done. Be as honest as you remember. Say everything that you know. And then you don't have to have a good memory. And nobody can blindside you with anything. And then hopefully the other part of it was, hopefully these other people now will see that, take responsibility, get the help they need. Because substance-wise, a lot of them are in way, way worse shape than I've ever been.
Yeah.
And then hopefully they can see that and go, okay, we'll take responsibility in this and that. So when I saw people not taking responsibility, it upset me, but it also broke my heart. And people started asking me to go on their shows, and I said yes to one booking, and then I said yes to another booking. Before I know it, I'm doing Ethan Ralph's show and Alex Stein's show today back to back, and then I'm doing my evening show. And, I talked to my therapist today. I talked to my lawyer today. I talked to the detective today. It's just so much of this is invading so much of my life, and I'm allowing it in, that I have to dial back my involvement in it a little bit. I have no problem talking about it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem talking about these affidavits, and we'll talk about that tonight. I've got some clips to show you. I have no problem keeping you abreast on what's going on in my life, and this Rekieta thing is basically my life at this point.
Not much. You can't get away from it.
Right. I can't get away from it.
It's not going anywhere.
So I'll talk about it on my own show, but I have to be done doing other people's shows for a couple reasons. One, it's time consuming.
Yeah.
Two, I have to repeat myself a fucking lot, and I hate it. Three, it's a bad look. It looks like you're doing the circuit. You know, it looks like you're doing a circuit to do as many shows as you can, and that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I will be honest with you guys, mentally off the air, I'm having a hard time with all this. I'm scatterbrained as all shit. And until today, I didn't realize how many yeses I was giving people. And so I got to cut it off. I got to just do my own show, talk about it in a way that I'm comfortable, because I've unveiled everything now. I've talked about everything I've done. So now we can cover what's going on with this thing. And I can have my comfortable level of immersion, because I'm kind of fucking myself right now, mentally.
You've got everything out there. You've done the bigger shows that are covering this. You've pretty much done every show that's covering this.
I've done too many shows.
You've gotten everything out.
Yeah.
You're making the right decision to kind of rein that back a bit.
And also, I've said a lot, and I don't want to accidentally get like an innocent person who's not intertwined in this. I don't want them to have hurt feelings. You know, I've talked to some people. I've talked to some people, and I've said, I'd like to do this so that maybe you don't get impacted. Or they've asked me, they're like, could you not do this because I'm worried about X, Y, and Z? And I say, you know what? You're right. So let me say something right now. We'll do our show, and when I have feelings about this, I will share them with you guys, because it can be helpful in moderation for me to talk about this. I will say this isn't a show for me. I'm talking about something in my life that, rest assured, when we go off the air, I'm thinking about a lot. That affidavit where they talked about the condition of the house and, you know, the things the kids said to their pastor and all this other stuff, that got me today. And I got off the phone. I called my mother, and I just told her what garbage I felt like. And I have this thing where when I have an emotion, I quick act on it, and I'll send out a tweet, or I'll send out I'm trying to get better at that. Therapy's helping me with that a lot, in just sitting in your emotion for a minute. I also have a very good friend who's been helping me a ton manage that emotion and just sitting in it a little. I deleted a tweet today because I was like, dude, you got in your feels for a second and you put something out there.
Typing it out and then just stopping before you send.
Yeah.
Read it again and again and again.
And
it really,
yeah.
When you think about it, like, this
and
really
so
what I want to put out?
Instead of being public with it, I called my mother. And when I read that arrest warrant affidavit, I just called her right away, and I said, I want someone to punish me. I want someone to, I want something to, I want to pay a penance for this. And both my mother and a very good friend of mine told me, you have to stop apologizing. Yeah. You have to stop saying you're sorry. You aren't their parents. It's weird.
Dude, I don't want you to feel that way.
It's not your fault. You know, you didn't do that. You know, they aren't your responsibility. They're their parents' responsibility. Stop it. And that got me through that today. I talked to the detective, and then I talked to my attorney. I'm free and clear to go tomorrow and discuss all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I discussed criminal matters. I am not currently the subject of any kind of criminal suspicion. What I was told today is, unless you plan on confessing to a murder that happens between today and tomorrow, we're not interested. So,
well, I mean, at least you got that going for you.
Yeah, which is nice. And look, the only reason I want to go on record with the police is because, and I've been going through a lot of emotions, and we'll get to all the super chats and the Streamlabs and the PayPals and all that stuff. We appreciate you guys supporting this show while we're doing this. It's why I want to be as honest as I possibly can, because I don't want this to become fucking griftomania and I'm just doing this for money. I want this to be because I'm genuinely going through something right now. I'm genuinely psychologically, I'd say, white knuckling this whole thing.
Very understandable, sir.
There's nothing about this.
God.
There's nothing about the sexual part of this that's like, oh, I feel like I'm a fucking stud.
No.
It's not good. What I did was not good. It was not okay. I want to be done talking about the sexual part now because I don't want to scandalize anyone any further. I got it out there. It's done. It's had its 24, 48 hours. We're good now. But the other stuff, I want to respond to it. I want to react to it. I want to give my feelings on it. And when I'm not doing so well, I do want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to the audience. I want to work through that. I don't want... I was watching Judicial Mindset. The guy I really like. And he was talking about me.
Yep.
And he said... Legal Mindset, I think is his name. And he said, I feel like Aaron's going on too many shows. It looks like clout chasing. And you can get mad at people when they say that. You can be like, fuck you, dude. That's not what I'm doing. Or you can go, that man only has his perspective. And from his perspective, holy shit, I can see where someone would think that. That's not what I'm doing. I've got to rein it in. So when I said reeling it in is the title of this episode, I told Alex and Ralph, I go, you guys are my last interviews because it's going to look like something it's not or something I'm not intending it to be. So we're going to do our show. What I'd like to do after tonight is do the morning show tomorrow, talk about this, the latest, what's going on, and then move on to the kind of show we do. However, there's also rumors that there's going to be body cam footage coming out soon. Naturally, that's probably going to be a show in and of itself. So... there's also Nick was going off in a group chat today, and people were seeing it that were covering it on their streams. We're going to play some of that. Here's where I'm at today, and my mood. I get it. My emotions and all of this stuff differ day to day, and that's got to be frustrating for some people. But I've told you all the stories now. Now I'm giving you my feelings, and feelings change, and feelings are fickle, and feelings are very tricky for me right now. I'm going to go ahead and guess that I'm probably suffering some sort of PTSD.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess.
You're having lingering effects from all the shit you went through. Yes.
And I don't want to say went through. I want to say done.
Did. Okay.
I want to say the things I've done. I did this to me.
Yes.
Nobody made me do it.
Right.
April, Nick, Kayla, same thing. Nobody made us do anything. But my emotions will change day to day, and I want to be as honest with you guys as possible. So since this morning, I know when I read that affidavit, I was very mad at Nick. I yelled at Nick a bunch. I was very hard on him. And now this afternoon, my emotions have now become, God damn it, I want that guy to get better. God damn it, I want that guy to get help. I want him to go to rehab. I want him to go to therapy. I think Nick Rekieta could benefit from therapy as much, if not more, than I have. I think he could use it. It's a humbling experience. It's frustrating. You've got to stick with it because I'm learning better ways to deal with myself that I'm not good at and that I've not done a very good job of. And they've probably cost me in relationships and friendships and everything else. And to work through those and get better at them, you know, it's like a baby learning how to walk. I'm sure it's very frustrating. But you humble yourself and you learn these things and you go through them.
When you talk to somebody who's been through therapy and has actually put in the work, who's not just bounced around from therapist to therapist till they found one that said what they wanted to hear, but someone who's actually put in the effort to change themselves and better themselves. I know a few people in my life that have done this. It's amazing. You want that person in your life as a friend. Like, you want them to be part of your life because there's someone that knows how to process things. There's someone who sees red flags and went, I'm broken. I need help. Yeah. And they've got it. They've done it. They've lived it. They walk through it all. And it's hard and it sucks.
Yeah. He ruined your marriage. You don't need to say one nice thing about Nick. I don't have to. No, I don't. But I will tell you guys this. And believe me, nobody has shit on or exposed more shit about Nick in the last forever than me. But deep inside, deep down, there is a good man there. There is a good man who got some demons. Real quick, I can't see all these super chats and the fan funding. Old school gamers, $10. This is a dangerous game, Aaron. Mark my words, somebody will end up dead at the end of this. I am trying to avoid that. I hope not.
We hope not.
Nick the Milkman with $20. Aaron, I feel you're taking the kid thing too much on yourself. Even if you're the only one that is owning it, you also left weeks ago. So who's to say things didn't get bad after you left? I will say that. I noticed that too. Like, the whole, what I read in that search warrant affidavit, I don't recognize that. I left 7 weeks ago, almost 8. It'll be 8 this Friday.
And you've seen the decline physically they've gone through.
They've gone through a physical decline.
So
all of them. They've gone through a physical decline since I left in just 8 weeks.
That points to a lot of other shit declining.
The kids being hungry and nobody feeding them, I never saw that. You know, there's the funny, it's a meme now, the SpaghettiOs thing.
Yeah.
But like when they were hungry, somebody would always feed them. Like I said today, I saw Nick cook for them. And by the way, everyone thinks that if I testify in anything that I'm just going to shit on everybody. I would testify to an officer. I saw Nick cook for his children. I saw Kayla make food for her children. April and I both made food for their children. And people go, well, that's kind of weird that you guys did.
Not if you're hanging out there that much.
You have to understand with what we were doing, we saw each other as family. And you can say, Aaron, that's fucked up. It is fucked up. Absolutely. But it's how we saw it. So we all helped.
Right. That's what I'm saying. In that situation, you and April cooking for them isn't odd. That's not off in that situation.
Right. So.
But you saw food being cooked. You saw kids getting taken care of.
I didn't see kids going to school hungry.
Right.
I didn't see that. I didn't see kids wearing dirty clothes for 3 or 4 days in a row. I didn't see that. And one thing you can count on for me, and I hope some of you who hate me can learn to trust me, because one thing you will see that is consistent about me, I am only going to throw things out there that I myself saw. I didn't see any of that. Obviously, I'm not disputing it. It happened.
Right.
That happened. But I'm saying somewhere in those 7 to 8 weeks, something more went wrong. It got worse.
Oh, fuck yeah, it did.
And I didn't see that part. You know, people want to come to me. I think there are some people who have an agenda. They come to me and they want me to put the nail in Rekida's coffin. Mm-hmm. I will only tell the truth. What I want is for Nick to get better. I want Kayla and April. I want them all to get better. I want them to work out a deal that gets them their kids back, that helps them, first of all, that gets them sober.
Yeah.
I do believe that Nick should not be able to touch alcohol or drugs, even a little, even recreationally, casually. I don't think he should have just a whiskey or a beer. I don't think he's the kind of guy who can handle it anymore.
It doesn't seem that way.
I think he should go full-on teetotaler as I sit here and drink a beer and you drink your gay beer.
Queer beer.
Queer beer.
Yes.
Tonight, my thought is, I want them to get better. I want them to improve. However, and we'll play some videos today. He's not taking responsibility. He's itching to get back on the air. I just want them to learn something. That's it. Vance with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, buddy. Be More Lentz with $2. Thank you. Bone Apple Tea for me, becoming a steel toe bro. April's worn out gum glove with $5. Says, I know you feel bad for those kids, but don't let the new gay Fs gaslight and concern troll you into giving away all the money you make telling your story. You need to feed your kids too. Some people said give that money to your kids, take them somewhere and do that. I did hear from other people that said giving the money to other people's kids is fucking weird.
I don't know what to say about that.
Kim with $2. Again, this rumor just won't die. Aaron left his pregnant wife for April. So no, I didn't. I was divorced Matt knows this. Matt's been my friend for a while.
What the fuck?
How is that
still a thing?
I was divorced for almost 3 years when I met April. The April that I knew for the majority of my life is one of the sweetest, most beautiful, kindest people. Again, the lesson learned here, drugs fuck people up. Gray Duckling with $5 says, so no Minecraft tonight. $4.99 from good old JR says, it blew my mind the amount of people that were simping for Nick in Stein's chat. There's a lot of people that are fucking they're just defending Nick blindly. And
That's the internet.
Look, defend Nick when he gets better. Defend Nick when he... But I'll tell you this. If you guys are going to sit there and fucking defend Nick blindly, he's never going to get better and he's never going to get his kids back because he will use you as the reason why he doesn't have to change. You understand? So
Yeah.
be careful with that shit is all I'm going to say. Be careful. Let's continue on here. Sid Saraf with $5 says, cheer up, guys. Let's crap on me for being Indian. It's fun. Thank you, Sid. Appreciate it. Johnny David, becoming a member for his 12th month, says, it's our 1-year anniversary. What did you get me? Whoops. Sid Saraf also gifting 5 memberships. Thanks, pal. Paul Blunt with $2.79 says, did you use the bathroom today? Yes. Yes, I did. Thank you all very much. If you contribute to this program, we will read your comments, super chats, PayPal, Streamlabs, all of that. Those links are in our chat. They're pinned to the top of the page. If you'd like to contribute, again, thank you very much. Anders over on Rumble. $5 says, I'm getting really tired of everyone's focusing on the stupid sex stuff and not the fucking cocaine all over his house. Yeah, I'm sorry about that sex stuff, guys, but it was coming out. People were coming out hot and heavy with all the fucking and all that. And I just thought, you know what? Rather than let this shit fester into rumors, let me give them what it was.
Give them what it was, not what they think it might be.
Yeah. Parlock with $2 says, the best lesson is a burnt hand. And also, I would have never come out with that story had they not all got fucking arrested in the same bedroom together. That doesn't help. Beef Broth Based with $5 says, did the SpaghettiOs at least have meatballs? Yes, they did.
I think that was covered this morning.
Yes.
I remember that.
Oh, MCFC on Rumble says, you sure took down this morning's show quickly. Was that for legal reasons? No. And people forget or they're just new here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible with technology. I don't know how to blur shit out or fuck with the existing video.
Or maybe just keep the affidavit on your screen and not to the actual stream.
The address to the house was on the affidavit and we had it up on our screen. I didn't want to get a strike for it, and B, I didn't want anybody seeing his address. I didn't want to be responsible for people doing something fucking stupid. So there is that.
Well, it is public. There's also,
So then people go,
things back.
Did you take it down because you feel guilty? I said, no, I took it down because it had the address on there. They go, well, you can blur it out. And I'm like, no, I don't. You were assuming a lot. Los Federales with $2 says, chin up, buddy. At least you're not black.
Jesus. You want me to read those comments?
Be more fitting, right?
I mean, it would be really nice coming from me saying that to you.
Yes, that would work better.
Yes.
My name is Bot says, Nick did messed up stuff, but you sound fake. I mean, I can't convince you that I'm not, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, I'm sitting here. I've watched you go through this the last 6 months. For people to say you sound fake fucking pisses me off.
I can't.
It fucking pisses me off. Dude, seeing you, everybody go through this, but like, I don't want you to feel like you do. I don't want you to feel the guilt you do. You are a friend of mine. But there's no way I can make you not feel that, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible to watch.
I'm working through it.
I know you are, but like it's people like that are just fucking dumb.
Nick the Milkman with $2 says you left the Rumble show up. It's not. Oh shit. Fuck, you're right. I did leave the Rumble show up. God damn it.
Isn't there YouTube and Twitter as well?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Rick Link says, Aaron, I've been listening since the old radio days and really thought you had your shit together. Divorce number 1 or number 2? Which one made you think I had my shit together? Really?
Hey, don't worry, Aaron. When you find the third one, it'll all work out.
I understand.
That's what I'm going through. I'm finding that out.
I understand if old school fans come to me and go, Aaron, this is a new level for you. But I would never think that any fan of mine would go, Aaron, I really thought you had your shit together. Oh, boy. Family and friends should always come first. You're right.
Terrible judge of character there, clearly.
Yes, absolutely.
Fuck.
The fuck is wrong with you, dude? Get your goddamn poop in a group, as the kids say. All right, we got a lot of stuff to watch tonight, a lot of stuff to check out, and we will do that. Like the show, share the show, subscribe to the show. Nick Recada's emotional support Baldo says, if you respected Aaron, that's on you, man.
Wow.
Thank-
I want to get me one of them baldos. I want to fuck around with that and see what that's like.
Do you know what the baldo is now?
Yeah, you put your balls in a thing and you can bang a bitch with
You
it,
fuck
right?
a bitch with your balls, which I don't understand. Why
I don't
can't
get
you
it
just-
either. As a one-time goof, I think it'd be a great fucking time.
When Nick told me about it, I said, why don't you just use your dick?
Because cocaine makes your dick not work.
I don't know, man.
That's my only assumption.
It's fucking insane.
Like I said, like it can't be a regular thing, but it can be like a goof. Like, ooh, look at this thing. Let's get weird tonight, dear.
Deer. Yeah, I've never heard the baldo and deer used
Hey,
in the
dear,
same
the
sentence.
baldo came in the mail. Amazon just dropped it off. You want to get weird tonight?
I'm getting a shitload.
Oh, that's why I'm here.
Um,
You're welcome.
oh, that's nice. Okay, I'm getting a shitload of notifications. The last time I got a shitload of notifications, there was a fucking arrest. So
well,
I'm a little triggered. I'm like, no, please tell me nobody died or anything.
No, we
like
don't
that.
need no more. Can we not?
Um,
Let's calm the situation down a bit. Let things process and cook.
oh, okay, we're good here. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody was just sending me a shitload of pictures from my daughter's preschool
okay.
graduation.
All right.
Oh man, yeah.
Positive stuff.
Alex with thank you, buddy. He says that was incredible. I got your back, dude. Thank you. All right, thank you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is I got to say this. I did Alex Stein's show tonight. Alex is a good guy.
Yeah.
He and I have fought each other and fucking screamed at each other on the internet, but he's
you have.
Yeah, he's a good man. That Alex Stein.
Good.
People said, "Oh, he's trashed you before." Yeah, I've trashed him before.
If people say shit, they have shows. It's almost like,
Yeah.
I don't know, you shit talk and you have some fun and you get some views and then something else happens. You're like, oh, maybe I'll talk to this guy about it. What's the fucking problem?
Trucker 18-wheeler with $5 says the address was leaked before you. Also, right after you left, shit all over you. Who did? Alex? Alex just sent me a text that said, good shit, I got your back, man.
Don't trust the fucking
You're
internet,
right.
Aaron.
You're right.
It's
B-more with
the internet.
B-more, thank you for the $2. Los Federales with $5 says, that's more like it, brother. That's the right attitude. Family and friends do come first. Ape came first, then Ricada came shortly thereafter. Oh, fuck.
Alex could have literally reiterated the same shit you said about yourself and be like, yeah, I get why he feels this. I get why he's saying this, and he should feel this way. That would be someone saying he was shitting on you.
Right.
Yeah,
I
and
understand.
you'd watch it and go, well, no, he's right.
Exactly.
What's the fucking problem here?
No,
Like,
fucking.
that could be what it was. Like, we don't know.
Fucking nailed it. All right, let's take a look at some of these. We've got the first one.
Oh, I watched this guy a little bit.
did you?
Yeah, I watched him comment on your shit a little bit.
Do you like him or no?
Well, I thought he was defending Nick a little too much at first, and I realized he was doing in the one I watched. Anyways, he just went full lawyer, trying to pick apart how Nick could get out of it because of maybe certain things, but then kind of went back to, well, this is gonna fuck him.
Yeah. So here's the deal with LawTube.
Uh-huh.
I've been watching these LawTube guys now
Yeah.
talk about this situation, and I've been trying to give them a little bit of a break because I was there, they weren't. They have to discuss this as lawyers in legal terms based on what they know.
Yep.
I know a lot that they don't know, so therefore, I got to forgive them a little bit when they. But a lot of them call me into question, and they go, "I don't know how credible he is." And I understand from a legal standpoint they have to say that. But let me say one thing to LawTube.
Yep.
Name one fucking legal document that has come out about this that I haven't told you about and was 100% right.
Before it happened, yeah.
Before it happened.
Before it came out.
I'm batting 1,000. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm only telling you what I saw with my eyeballs. I'm only bringing it up from my memory bank. That's why I'm batting 1,000. I know that Legal Mindset was saying that I don't know how credible he is because he seems to be going on a lot of shows. I gave him a pass for that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I have been doing too many shows. It's just the way my brain's working right now. I just said yes to so many things, and it got to be way too much. And I took Legal Mindset's advice to heart, and I said, to Alex and Ralph, I said, guys, these are the last two I'm doing.
Yep.
And then it's just my show. But there's this other guy, Uncivil Law. So far, my two favorite guys I've watched, because I didn't get into the law tube shit at all,
Yeah.
is Legal Mindset. I like that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this Nate the Lawyer.
Okay.
I like those two guys. Those are my two favorites so far. But this other guy called Uncivil Law, he's been kind of a Rekieta. What they're calling them now is Baldo washer.
Yeah, like I said, there was the one I watched. It was him really trying to get Rekieta's back on it and find like loopholes and outs for Rekieta and this and that. And
so
then it kind of got into a little bit other stuff, but then I never watched anything else that he commented on.
Yeah,
so
this Uncivil Law is also the guy who had that dating video we played this morning.
Oh, it's that one
with the age of consent shit.
He's the fatty eating into the. Because I didn't have the video up, I just had audio going.
This is him.
Okay, that makes sense because he's large.
It's a bit fucked up. But
yes, he has to check his age of consent in Texas so he can know how far under 18 he can legally go. You fucking creep.
That's a creepy thing to say. So this guy has been defending Nick. There's this other guy, Robert Barnes, who's just a total piece of shit and completely inconsiderate to anything these kids are going through. And he must owe Nick a lot because he is embarrassing himself with some of the shit he's been tweeting. Here's Uncivil Law talking about the warrant. And the thing about LawTube that really pisses me off is all these guys, they get together on their streams and they huff each other's farts and they talk about, well, we're only talking about the law here. We're only talking about the law. We have to make sure we stick to the law. And then they'll go on and they'll speculate about shit that hasn't happened.
Right.
Like they'll go on and they'll go, well, the search warrant could be this. The search warrant could be flawed in this way. Like you could tell who was kind of rooting for Nick to get off on a technicality.
Yeah.
Which is weird because the rest of us would like to see the truth have its day.
Right.
And then let the chips fall where they may. These guys are looking for legal loopholes so Nick can get sprung.
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking about this guy.
Yeah. So these guys are all going, no speculation, guys, just legalities, just legalities. But before the search warrant affidavit came out, they speculated. Oh, the search warrant could be horseshit. That search warrant came out, and it's fucking solid as a rock, dude.
Yeah.
What do you need for a small-town drug bust? You've got people in the community. You know what really kind of fucked me up, too, was that people in the community saw the four of us and thought something's up. Did you read that part?
I heard you read that part.
Multiple people at their church saw us together at their church, and they went, that's weird.
Yep.
So I don't know if, like, the genuine, like, vibe and feelings we all had for each other were just kind of coming through at this church or whatever the fuck it was. But we were obviously giving off a vibe to people that wasn't right. So the internet was full-blown like, these guys are all fucking each other. But even people in the community who would see us for a little bit would go, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little embarrassing. But there was also the pastor who talked to the preschool teacher at the church that talked to the kids, and the kids, said they were hungry and they were wearing the same clothes and all this other stuff. Then there was the pastor and he came out. Then there was Nick's stream that apparently fucked him. Then there was my stream after Nick's stream that kind of was the final nail in the coffin. And if my stream, look, I wish I would have gone sooner and said something about all that and whatever. I'm not going to apologize again. I've been saying sorry too much. It's going to sound stupid. But the fact that show that I did pissed off about Nick's fucking drunk sloppiness and April allowing it to happen by being in the room and not stopping it.
Yep.
At least that contributed a little bit. I'm not sitting here saying that's what I was doing because I wasn't. But I'm glad it indirectly contributed.
Yeah.
So now people saying I was listening to the good guy, not Uncivil Law. Who's the good guy? Legal Mindset.
Okay.
Listening to him, and he was saying now the community saying that this relationship was weird. That now brings Aaron's talk of the relationship into relevance.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, fucking great. And the SpaghettiOs thing now. It was so weird to hear him go, the SpaghettiOs meme is now kind of relevant because of the hungry thing. And I'm like, shit. So I became more involved with all this. And then a really sad part of that affidavit is when they talked about April being on streams and the detective noticing that she looked strung out. Mm-hmm. That sucked because I saw it. Everyone else saw it. I talked to April about it. It was a fight. You know, that goes back to the couldn't save him thing. And I know that if I'm going to move on from this, I've got to stop thinking that way. But seeing that in the affidavit really sucks. So here's uncivil law. He sees it. Now, if you're a lawyer, I'm thinking, and this is my problem with LawTube, they go lawyer, 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 and then they become little speculating gossip monkeys.
Yep.
This guy wanted Rekieta to be cleared by this search warrant affidavit so they could get the search warrant thrown out. All the drugs are fruit of the poisonous tree. Rekieta's innocent. He walks. That was their dream.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't be your dream. Your dream should be, let's find out what happened. Let's get the, what do you call it? Let's get the truth. Let's get the facts.
Get the facts of the case.
Right.
Figure out what's reality.
So let's check out uncivil law, who looks like Kyle Gass from Tenacious D. He
fucking nailed it.
Sorry, I was going to do a Tenacious D song, but I don't think I can. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your power?
Yeah. So long story short.
Okay, now I just
Wait,
now I
sound. Wait a minute. He sounds like him.
I can't not see and hear Kyle Gass now.
He sounds like him.
Jesus, it's the look and sound of Kyle Gass from Tenacious D. If you really, really want to rock your fucking socks and rock a bar, well, then you gotta rock the fucking block and suck a cock. Because when you rule, you fucking school all other fools out of their jewels. And if you think it's time to fucking rock, I want this guy to sing Tenacious D on stream. I want him to sing tribute.
Yeah. So long story short,
what do you think there, Jables? Do you think this search warrant is legit, or what do you think, JB? Do you think this affidavit carries weight? I want to see him and Jack Black fucking do a stream together and then sing songs.
Warrant is basically unattackable. The warrant is essentially unattackable. Yeah.
Yikes.
There's no point. We can't do anything.
We can't do anything. See, now you shouldn't say that. You should be covering this as an attorney, covering the legalities like you always say. You sound like you're disappointed. You're like, we can't attack the warrant. Well, you shouldn't want to.
He's disappointed that there's no way out of that warrant being legal and 100% legit.
Right.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole.
It's like all these guys in LawTube are the Nazis in the bunker with Hitler realizing that Steiner's column has been wiped out. And they're like, Mein Führer, you know, as Nick's yelling and screaming and not learning any lessons from this, they're like, Mein Führer, somebody should do a Nick Rekieta downfall. They should do a Nick Rekieta downfall video where he goes, but don't worry, the search warrant affidavit will prove that this is all fruit of the poisonous tree.
Did you just
and then
equate
have
Nick Rekieta to Hitler?
Yeah, and then have this motherfucker be the officer that tells Hitler, Mein Führer, the search warrant is essentially unattackable. And then Rekieta can be like, everyone but uncivil law. And what's the other guy's name? Robert Hughes or whatever it is. Everyone else leave. And then as they leave, he just starts fucking screaming, it's that fucking steel toe's fault. If he would have kept his fucking mouth shut about the drugs and the sex and everything else, none of this would have fucking happened. This is all Aaron Imholt's fault. If the fucking nanny would have done her job and fed the children, none of this would have ever happened. Like, we definitely need to see someone with some technical skill make the Rekieta downfall video and uncivil law saying the warrant is essentially unattackable. And that sets Nick the fuck off because he's like, the search warrant affidavit is what's going to clear me. Oh, fuck.
We could just dub your voice in with the video of
Right?
Hitler fucking screaming and yelling and that.
So in this 30-second clip, we've discovered two things. One, uncivil law is Kyle Gass from Tenacious D.
Yes.
And two, there needs to be a Rekieta downfall video with this at the heart of it. All right, continue.
Yeah. There's no point. We can't do anything.
You shouldn't want to.
The problem is I can't think of a way to knock out enough. I can't think of a way to knock out enough things for it to matter.
What? But you shouldn't want to because you guys are LawTube.
This is a guy who gets off on literally getting criminals off the hook.
right? This is a guy.
He's Saul.
He's Saul Good. Yes, a little Saul Goodman going on.
Saul fucking Goodman.
Kyle Gass meets Saul Goodman. But like, he's like, we can't knock out enough things. You shouldn't want to. You should just be covering the affidavit the way it is. You shouldn't be going, oh, I hope I can pop enough shit out of this like a fucking Jenga puzzle and I can get the whole thing to fall down. It's like, no, cover what's in it and then go with that.
Only if it's your client, just because you're being paid by your client to figure out how to get them the best deal in the end.
This should be another thing where you go, Nick, let's try to plead this down, buddy.
Yes.
Let's get your fucking kids back. Let's get you clean. Here's the priority numbers. 1, take responsibility. 2, get clean. 3, admit to what you did. 4, get your fucking kids back. That should be the order we go.
Yeah.
We are powerless against our addictions, and our life has become unmanageable. And we turn our life over to God as we know him. Let's 12-step this shit. Let's start going to groups. Let's start going to therapy. Let's go to rehab. Let's get clean. Let's become, because again, under all this dust and grime and shit and dirt, I've known a good guy. I've had a friend. It ended ugly.
Oh, yeah.
We said terrible shit to each other. It broke down bad. But deep down, under all the drugs and the other shit, there's a good dude there. He just needs to be brought back to life. Ron Kanisko with $10 says, did Matt bring a stripper?
No. There's enough drama on this channel right now. I don't need to bring those strippers into it. Waving buttholes around.
$4.99 from Jay Santos says, Aaron just trying to get his bail money together while he is still free and not behind bars. I'm not going to jail. I didn't do anything to go to jail, but thank you. Johnny David with $2 says, what's your favorite Cinderella song, Aaron? I fucking hate 80s hair metal. Done deal, pal. Done deal with $2 says, are you sure it was MDMA and not ketamine? I did MDMA. That's what I did. About 6 times, I would say. $5 from Steve C says, I hope Ape is servicing Nick. That being said, can we get some more Tenacious D? Yeah, can we get Uncivil Law doing the drive-through bit? You don't always have to fuck her hard. I just want to see Uncivil Law do nothing but Kyle Gass Tenacious D song. Bear Lamb with $5 says, we all knew Nick was on cocaine when he went to the Minnesota Vikings game and started to snort the 40-yard line. Skull Vikings.
Jesus.
Scarface with $4.99 said, Uncivil Law did a stream where he shamed the pastor for narking on his friend. Also, stop with the preachy AA shit. Well, it's all I know for like addictions and stuff. I was going with the addiction angle. All right, I'm sorry. People get sensitive about that AA stuff.
I don't know. You're not preaching though. Like, you throw it out there once. So it's literally your life right now. If people don't
My life is a fucking meeting.
Yeah, if people don't like it, I don't know what to say. This show has been news and it's been your life. And like you said, right now, the news and your life are the same fucking thing.
They're the same exact thing. So let's go to the next video I have now. This dude.
Yeah.
Legal Mindset. He's a guy.
Yeah.
Legal Mindset is a fucking guy.
Okay.
This guy knows his shit. This guy's really good. I've been listening to him. He doesn't think heads or tails of me.
Yeah.
He doesn't really know what to think. He thinks I'm kind of a clout goblin, which I'm not. Again, that really kind of fucking bugs me. But I can also see his perspective. I said yes to way too many shows, and I honored my commitments. I did too many shows.
But here's your chance to rein it in before it got out of hand, and you're doing that.
We can now rein it in. One thing I've gotten really good at that I'm really proud of myself for, I don't want to pat myself on the back because I've done enough horrible things, but I've done a good job of taking responsibility and not just fighting with people when they attack me. I listen to the people who attack me, or I listen to the people who criticize me, and I go, that's fair. I can see where they'd get there. Mm-hmm. And I actually took Legal Mind, and you can tell him on his show tomorrow. I took Legal Mindset's advice to heart, and I said, yeah, no more shows. That guy's right. It's not a good look. And that's not what I was intending to do, but it doesn't look good.
Right.
So I don't have any more Uncivil Law clips for today, but I do have Legal Mindset. Let's go to Done Deal, pal. Done Deal with $2 says, did they ever test their drugs? It's cheap and easy. Nick said they did, so I believe him. I'm pretty sure he did test his drugs. His drugs, bro. Let's go to Legal Mindset here. In this one, Legal Mindset, I believe, is telling Nick to shut the fuck up because Nick was talking to people in a group chat. And, Ralph today was talking about, Nick's going to come back to streaming. And I'm like, I hope not.
That's going to be really smart of him.
I really hope not because Nick has not been the most honest boy lately. And one of you boys has been on a fucking penance tour, bearing his soul, talking about things that are 1,000% true. And I don't want Nick going online and spinning and doing all of that because I don't want to fucking bash the dude anymore. Now, tomorrow, again, like I said, I've been going through a lot of shit. Tomorrow I might feel like bashing the fucking guy again. I'm sorry.
Well, that's just it. If he comes out with a whole bunch of bullshit, what
choice do I have?
Exactly. You're going to react. There's no way around it.
Here's my thing. Let's do an analogy here.
Yeah.
If Nick's a dog, I'd rather get him a rabies shot than put him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
rather see Nick just get healthy and anything I have to say just doesn't matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than him go, I'm going to fight this all the way to the end. Well, then I'm going to make you get clean.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you, because you need to do that. You need to be punished.
Here's
and if that punishment is you punishing yourself, that's the best kind of punishment. You punish yourself, you admit what you did, you find a deal that keeps you out of jail and get your fucking kids back and get off of drugs and booze. But if he won't do that, I will make him to the best of my abilities.
Problem with what you just said, like he will fight it till the end.
I hope not.
There's two different ends here.
Ends. Oh, ends. Sorry.
We don't like nobody wants to see that ending.
Nick Rekieta and I will never be friends again.
But you don't want to see that.
But I don't want to see anything bad happen to him and his children.
No.
I want to see him do the right things. We will never be friends. But I want to see good things happen to him.
If I were him. My suggestion, Nick, is shut the fuck up.
That's never good. That's never good when a guy who streams law shit for a living is like, well, the affidavit and the affidavit's the sequence of events and the chain of custody and the blah, 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 blah. And then that goes to just shut the fuck up. That's when a lawyer's
You're
run
saying
out of...
too much, you stupid fuck. Shut the fuck up.
That's when a lawyer's run out of fancy lawyer words for you and you're frustrating him and he just goes, shut the fuck up. Problem is, Nick has legal knowledge. He has legal experience. He may not be the best lawyer in the world. He can't get you, to show up in time for traffic court.
Well, he may have clouded judgment right now as well.
Well, I'll tell you this. He's stubborn to a fault.
Uh-huh.
He thinks he's smarter than the entire world, and that is the sign of a fool. The problem with Nick is that he's so smart, he's stupid. He's a well-educated, well-spoken, smart guy. But he's under duress, and he's not thinking straight, and he's trying to make what he thinks are the best moves. Can't do it, buddy.
No.
You got to go find someone. And, I'm hoping that maybe I'm over the bashing stage, and that maybe I'm just going into sober analysis of all this stuff.
You are until...
something else happens. Sure.
That's it. Honestly, yeah. Dude, it's going to happen again.
We'll see.
If I were him. My suggestion, Nick, is shut the fuck up, get off of Twitter, get off of the internet, get off of locals, go over there and start talking about a plea deal. You're going to get a lot further than arguing with a bunch of people in dude, oh my fucking God.
First of all, because what he's doing right now, if you don't know, is he's reading a group chat. I don't know where these guys get this shit, but I guess he's reading a group chat that Nick is messaging in.
Okay.
Here's my deal.
Yeah.
Like, how hard, like I don't even, and I'm not under arrest and I'm not facing felony charges. And I don't argue with the people on Twitter. Like, I just let people say their shit. You're a piece of shit. You're a grifter. You're clout chasing. You're an asshole. Nick rules. You're gay. You're a cuck. You're whatever. All right. Look, the news is out there. What are you going to do? Okay. All of those things. Fantastic. Fine. Glad that, thanks for coming by. He can't do that.
No.
And that's a pride thing. And what does pride come before? Pride comes before the fall. That's a religious thing that Nick should know. I heard that he was saying in the group chat that the pastor has it out for him because he's criticized the church. Do you know how many people have probably criticized that pastor? It's ridiculous to say that Anyone who's criticized that pastor, he goes, hello, police department. I think that guy's got coke in his house. I don't think that's what pastors do.
No.
I don't know the last time I've heard of a pastor who got criticized for a sermon and then he blew the whistle on cocaine in the house. He was also allegedly, this is what I read on Twitter, that the pastor was brainwashing his children to work against him. This is the kind of paranoid shit that makes me think. And again, I don't have any knowledge of this. I am speculating 100%. But Nick is acting like a man who may not be following the terms of his release. That's all I'm saying.
So with
I just feel like he's acting paranoid. He's acting frantic. He's acting manic. Maybe it's stress. But it could be something else. I don't know.
Well, with that release, though, there was conditional and unconditional.
We had to put down $50,000 cash if it was unconditional.
So
for him and Caleb.
So conditional was only $5,000 or zero.
The conditional was released on your own recognizance.
You don't. I thought for bail you don't put up the full amount. You only got to put down 10%.
You can do that, but then there would be conditions. If you did cash bail, there's no conditions.
Okay. So he's
white knuckling it, which is a terrible fucking idea when it comes to cocaine and alcohol. First of all, it's a terrible idea for either one of them, but the both of them together, it's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God. Nick just literally, he said, I'm not saying anything else. Talk to me in DMs. And then he drops fucking three DMs after that. No, sorry, 3 group messages after that, stating facts that can be used against him in court.
He can't help himself. Like, unfortunately, this is the Nick I've come to know the last few months I was there.
Yeah.
He can't control himself. He can't help himself. This is the Nick that I ran into his bedroom because he and Kayla were yelling. April and I were in the kitchen. He and Kayla were yelling. And this was when he got his school teaching thing taken away. And the pharmaceuticals were out. The booze had been out. We'd been singing karaoke, having a gay old time. April and I had been having serious problems, but we were getting along a little better. We were in the kitchen, singing some songs, having some fun, maybe doing a little reconnecting. I don't know where it could have gone.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden we hear Nick and Kayla fighting, and then we hear a loud bang. And it scared the fucking shit out of me. And I thought, oh my God, somebody hit somebody. What it was Nick was so upset about the school thing, he punched his bathroom wall. And this sounds like that again. This sounds like, because the school thing, they took it away because they said, with this way your streams are, we can't have you teaching impressionable children. They weren't wrong. Yeah. If you watch this show, I shouldn't be teaching kids at a Christian school. I just shouldn't be. But this is the Nick I've come to know. This isn't the Nick I met at the Chrissy Mayer show. Fun to drink with, singing songs, being a stupid asshole. Awesome. Fun. Great time.
Yep.
This is the Nick I got to know at the end, where, he was getting a little too deep into everything. And so when he goes, it's that lack of impulse control. It's that lack of control to go, I'm not saying anything more. It'll just be DMs. First of all, don't do DMs. Just shut the fuck up. But he goes, it's just DMs. And then, fuck that, 3 more giant book messages. I know that Nick. That's the Nick I hate. That's the Nick I can't stand. That's the Nick that lost his kids. I know another Nick. And that guy needs to make a comeback because the other one is fucking strangling him right now.
Nick is making statements about the guns.
Nick, shut the fuck up about the guns. No. Do not acknowledge anything about the guns. Is he still being his own lawyer? Because if he doesn't have a real one, this is going to be bad.
That guy the first guy you played, I swear that guy said he hired a lawyer.
Where the fuck is that guy?
Exactly what I'm thinking right fucking now.
And where they are and what they were doing. And he's making these statements in a fucking group DM. This guy is retarded. So he's pleading guilty to the guns in a DM, in a group chat. So now why would they accept a plea deal that drops the gun charge? They've got you dead to rights admitting the gun thing.
Yeah.
We're not going to drop that charge. We've got your DMs talking about the fucking gun we found. God damn it. I'm not even a lawyer. Not even close. I don't know shit. But I know that you don't admit to the fucking guns and where they were. You're still not guilty.
Right.
You're still presumed innocent. So you can just go, don't know anything about any guns. Make them prove it. Yeah. Instead, you go, well, the guns were here because, that's like them accusing you of murder because they found a body somewhere. But they haven't proven that you killed the person. They just found the body. And you go, well, I only buried the body there because, no bodies.
I didn't murder the guy. I just found him dead, so I buried the body. Don't say that.
He's a fucking idiot right now. And I can tell you right now, I'm much nicer than a lot of these motherfuckers in here because a lot of the people in this group text are fucking clout goblins. I'm going to say that. Yeah. They're going to fucking take advantage of this.
I like that guy, by the way. I like Legal Mindset. He's really fair. He is. But, yeah, I mean, going into a fucking stream, or not a stream, but a group chat, and fucking laying all that out. Jesus Christ, man, knock it off. I'll say it again. Admit what you did, admit that you did wrong things. Check into rehab, therapy, strike a plea deal, get clean, get your kids back. That should be the deal. Aaron's deviated septum with 199 will probably get sued for defamation with the sex stuff. I mean, don't worry. That's all.
I don't know if
nobody can deny that without perjuring themselves.
Yeah.
Cats and Guitars with $5 says, pretty ironic that you and April went so hard on Bam Margera about addiction and how it affects kids. I mean, I've been pretty consistent with my position on that. I'm walking here with $2 says, Mr. Toe, how is the goal looking tonight? I don't know. These super chats are looking great. Thank you guys for your contributions. Done deal, pal. Done deal with $2 says, totally disagree. Nick needs to stream tonight. Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, some people might be rooting for the entertainment factor.
Yeah, I know. You guys are going to get him in more trouble. For God's sake.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Paul, he says, might want to check Facebook last Saturday from your post at the bar. My 18-point life lesson hit a bit home, and I was ahead of the game.
Okay.
Huh? Hit a bit home.
Must be a message he posted on your post at the bar.
I guess so. Well, thank you very much.
That's my assumption, sir.
For that. Uke Vibes with 199 says, did Nick taste like April sometimes?
His mouth or his cock?
Look, when you do the kind of stuff we did, those are the kind of jokes you're going to get from people.
You are. There's not really a way around that.
That's part of the fucking territory of the whole thing, quite frankly. All right, thank you guys very much. All the links are in the chat if you want to contribute to the program. Pilgrim Media with $2 says, I'm a squarehead from Starbuck, Minnesota. Starbuck, Minnesota, home of Randy Quitney, legendary broadcaster for AM 1410 KLFD radio in Litchfield.
Fuck do you know that?
Because I worked with him.
Oh, okay. I've been to Starbuck a time or two.
What were you doing there? If you don't mind me asking.
Hauling scrap iron, if you must know. It's really entertaining.
It's really all there is to do in Starbuck.
Yes, Minnesota. There was a scrapyard there. I could go get the semi-loaded and drive it somewhere else and dump it.
Of course.
So entertaining.
Let's go to another Legal Mindset clip. This is another one where he's talking about Nick's messages and all of the stuff going on. Let's take a look.
And I'm not going to dox the DMs, but I'm going to tell you something that I know right now for a fact because I'm actually just looking at it right now. Nick is flipping out right now in private.
Yeah, Christ.
Stop.
Just don't. I know I'm not the guy he wants to hear from. He'll probably do the opposite because I said it. At this point.
You should start telling him all the bad shit to do so he stops doing it.
Right? Nick, just keep going. You should do a show tonight.
Yeah. Well, fuck that. I do a show. Aaron told me to do a show. I'm not doing a fucking show. Aaron said I should do a fucking show.
Yeah. Nick, rehab is for queers. Nick, shutting up is gay. Oh, wait, no. That would... No, then he wouldn't shut up. No, talking is so fucking cool and awesome. You should do nothing but talk. Yeah. Fuck that. Aaron said talking is good. Talking sucks shit.
And he is... I'm watching some DMs right now. He's going fucking nuts. Nick is going nuts. And
Ruh-roh.
I would expect that Nick may make some statements which you probably shouldn't make. And they go live. But he is... I'm watching him right now live. As we're speaking, I'm poking my eye over. He's going fucking crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's...
Like I said, I'm in the mood tonight where I'm like, clean it up. Kids need their dad. Kids need their mom. Somebody's saying Nick Rekieta is going to have to tie some loose ends. Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Am I going to be one of those guys? Am I going to be like the woman in Casino? Guy's going to walk in while I'm at my little breakfast nook and get taken care of. I never spoke to anybody. I never said anything. It was all Johnny K. It was all his fault.
Told you to change them locks.
Yeah, see, Mitch says Nick is on vacation now, technically. No kids to worry about. Stream, drink. The guy wants to see his kids. I know he does. I know he wants to see his kids. You should keep that in the back of your mind. You should keep that in the front of your mind at all times. Yeah. I want to see my kids. I want to see my kids. I want to see my kids. Nothing else matters, but you want to see your kids. Bigot on Socialist Media on Rumble says, let the fucking idiot flip out. Look, I've said my piece. I've given my warnings. What can you do?
Someone's donating pounds.
What's wrong with pounds? You got a problem with euros? I think they're better than the U.S. stuff right now.
No, I'm just like kind of stunned. All right.
$20 from MGD says, before you met Rekieta's, what was missing? Was the void so palpable that switching from a regular family home to quick kinky quadruple arrangements with drugs seemed fair? What justified trading decency for a horror show? Thank you. Probably some deep-seated fantasy shit, to be honest. Like, you misjudged. People who know me know that I don't know something's a mistake until I make the mistake. I fuck up like that. That's a big problem of mine. I'm working on that in therapy.
Yeah.
But we really liked hanging out with him. We really did. And there was an energy there. And it was, I was curious about her. Clearly April was curious about him. And April and I felt that we were secure enough. We were like, yeah, let's, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Especially after Las Vegas, better than we've ever been, and we were like, let's this could be exciting or whatever. You throw drugs in there, and then you throw in the fact that it got off to a good start. It really did. It was this deal where it was a special occasion type of a thing.
Yeah.
But you're home with your spouse and all that's great and awesome and wonderful. It just, everything started to tilt, more towards the other person for both of us.
Yeah.
And then people were asking me today on the shows I'd done, do you think April saw you getting close with another person and that might have fueled the drug use? And I never thought about that. I was like, God, I hope not, but I wonder, because April put up a lot of walls, and I wonder if I got too egregious with it. I feel bad if that's the case. It's, again, the only thing I can tell people, because I don't want to focus on the sex stuff, I think it's tawdry. Don't do it. Don't scandalize your marriage.
No.
Don't fucking tell me what to do. It's me, Mario, at $9.99 says, how are Kayla's... okay. I'm not going to... thank you for the $10. I do appreciate it. $20 from Mr. Me says, Aaron, don't forget to throw in a story or two about some dumb funt in a school board meeting, or stories about an insane pit bull's taking a dirt nap because some botched abortion wanted to have a pet to defend their ass. Look, we're going to get back to the old show stuff eventually. It's just the stories are coming out hot and heavy on this right now. Mr. Me with $2 says, also, YouTube won't let me spell the C word. Oh, way to tattle on him, you fucking guy. Thanks for tattling on YouTube, dick. Thank you guys for all the generous donations. Appreciate it. Y'all seemed shot since Vegas, says Packer Backer. Can't recall, though. Matt told me the same thing, that we seemed shot since Vegas. We started really hanging out with them a lot after Las Vegas, so that does make sense. All right, let's go through this. Let's go through the property inventory sheet. We didn't go through this morning. These were the things that the police took from the home.
Yep.
When they did the raid, so to speak. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. One short tube plus cocaine on the master nightstand.
Snort tube?
One snort tube. Okay.
Did they have? I didn't know the police department had a doctor writing this fucking. This is like prescription quality handwriting.
People were criticizing. They were saying that it looked like I wrote it.
Dude, it's horrible.
First of all, a snort tube and cocaine on the master nightstand. Here's what really sucks about that.
Yeah.
And this leads me to believe that since I left, it got way worse.
Because
I was the guy saying, let's not. I was the guy saying, don't. I was the guy saying, stop. And so I feel like once I left, the burden to slow down was gone because they might have found me annoying.
Yes.
And they're like, let's just, not do too much because that fucking guy might walk in here and judge us, and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw them do coke outside of the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
Outside of like if they had like a travel thing when we went out somewhere or anything like that. I never saw them do coke in the house outside of that bathroom. So to find out that there was a snort tube and cocaine on the master nightstand means it got worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to that stuff on the master nightstand, black vial, white substance, master nightstand, and cocaine. So that's the black vial is the bullet that I talk about. And then 2 credit cards, April Imholt from nightstand. So April's 2 credit cards, or her debit card and credit card, were on that nightstand, I'm guessing to chop the cocaine, to separate the cocaine.
The thing.
So that fucking sucks because they said that did test positive for cocaine.
Yeah.
That sucks a dick. That's hard to read for me still. Shit. And the thing I keep realizing about this is that I go, the woman you married went away a long time ago, or she chose this. You can't be mad at anybody else. Can't even be mad at yourself. She chose this over you. This is what she wanted more than she wanted you. You have to be okay with that. And the great thing about that, I'll tell you what the blessing about that is.
What's that?
I can now become healthy, and I can have an adult relationship with someone who has, their own career, their own shit going for them, their own life. They're not dependent on me. I'm not dependent on them. We can be equals and partners.
Yes.
I'm now free to do that. And I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I wake up, this whole thing becomes more and more distant to me, which is why the arrest is so hard, because I really was just about done.
Yeah.
Returning to,
I actually kind of feel that. Like you were doing, you were going to go on the one show and kind of, I don't know, do your thing there and
then this happened.
Try to move forward and that fucking arrest.
Yeah, I was going to do Misery Loves Company, but that was just because Chad Zumach was on there, and that would be a really fun fight. And then the arrest happened, or the arrest news broke while that was on.
You were there, and that's fucking bombshell, dude.
222 spent casings from the nightstand master bedroom. That's the spent casings we talked about. Sig Sauer.
So with that though, like people are like, oh, they're firing guns in their house. That doesn't mean they were shooting guns in their fucking house.
No,
there was 2 spent cases.
It could have come from somewhere else, and
you could have picked up a couple cases. People who like guns like the empty shells too. Like, you pick up a couple and it's where it landed. That's all.
Because I was looking at our bank account lately.
Oh,
and I noticed there was no activity from her card.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking to somebody on the phone. I'm like, she hasn't used her card in a long time. And they're like, yeah, the cops fucking took it. I'm like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. And I went and read this, and there's 2 credit cards. So, yeah, they took her debit card for sure. Sig Sauer AR and mags from the master bedroom. glass container, and shallow glass container. Boy, this really was written by an invalid. Metal container, dresser, master. I don't want to go talk to the detective tomorrow and he's be like, I heard you say I talk like an invalid.
No, you write like an invalid, not talk.
Or write like an invalid.
Yes.
Yeah. You talk like a gentleman.
Work on your handwriting skills, sir.
They took a bag with cards. Do you know what that's? Oh, dollar bill and cocaine. I've seen that dollar bill before.
What? You got
safe master bathroom.
You got dollar bill and cocaine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dollar bill and cocaine, bag with cards from the safe in the master bathroom. Now, that's funny because they keep calling that a safe. I kept calling it a lockbox.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a safe.
Yeah, whatever. Just technicality, I guess.
Okay, help me out with this. Large Corlum cut, white powder, and Squatu master bathroom. Holy shit. Safe. Maybe a safe master bathroom.
Yeah, it's got to be safe master bathroom, large.
Corlum cut white powder. Holy shit. Baggy, multiple, spell baggies, safe, KFC master bathroom.
What's with the KFC?
I don't know. That maybe they found some KFC inside the safe with the drugs. Maybe Nick was really protective of both his cocaine,
and
his ketamine, and his mashed potatoes and gravy. Maybe that was it. He's like, there's only two things I keep in this safe: my drugs and my fried chicken.
I mean, that fried chicken from KFC, that fried chicken skin on that KFC chicken is amazing.
Here's what I have. I have Coke.
That's up there with Coke.
I have Coke, and I have rolled up KFC chicken skin to snort it with. You ever eat KFC chicken skin with white powder in it? You haven't lived. Ziploc with multiple small baggies, safe, master bath, and white powder. There you go.
Wow.
Digital scale, master bath, metal pan, white powder, safe master bath.
What was with the scale? Just trying to make sure he wasn't getting fucked over and what he bought?
Here's what I saw. Maybe that could be it too. But the only time I ever saw him use the scale was to measure doses of Molly.
Okay.
Because he didn't want anyone. I'll tell you this: the guy.
I didn't know Molly was Molly a powder?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of more granule.
Okay, I've never seen it. So
I'll tell you this.
For
all of his faults, Nick did give a shit about the doses he was giving people.
Well, he doesn't want to see someone die.
Yeah, he was.
Because, like you said, he has a heart. There's a good man in there.
There's a good man in there. There really is.
There is.
He just can't be found right now.
Right.
He's going through it, as they say.
Yeah.
2 short tubes, 2 cutters, safe, master bath, $100 bill, white powder residue, master closeted safe. Well, he's snorting with $100 bill.
Well, I mean,
Big Daddy Rackets.
Better be snorting with a hundy.
Bindle? Is that what that says?
It says Bindle.
Bindle Bass White Substance, powder, master closet safe, scooper from master closet safe, 2 baggies in Bassy with funnel. Basic with funnel, master bedroom safe. Springfield Armory 45 1911. Nice.
Oh, 2 baggies in.
Oh, 2 baggies.
2 baggies in basic master bedroom
safe with
funnel. That might be it.
Springfield Armory 45 1911. Garage in the garage safe. Never told me he had that. I would have shot it. Sig Sauer 380 handgun. I guess we weren't really friends.
Right?
I suppose.
Wasn't there a whole fucking walk-in? Because I looked up the house on Zillow.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a whole walk-in safe? Like a whole room? You walk through
I don't think it was a walk-in safe.
A door. There wasn't a safe built into the wall where you walk through. Or did you just never see that? Because going by what was on Zillow, there's a whole fucking... Like, you open a giant safe door and walk through, and there's a fucking room behind it.
I didn't see that. I don't know that.
That's also no, like I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you one bit. I'm just saying that's kind of
fuck.
That's actually kind of weird.
I know he wanted to build a sex room, like a.
That's probably where the sex dungeon was gonna go.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that would be a good spot to put it because you can lock it. Well, 1, you could lock your sex slave in there, and 2, you could keep the kids out.
Don't do that to my wife, please. I'm sorry, I'm just making jokes. I'm in a jokey mood now. Ammunition from garage, Remington 870 shotgun, bullet from master closet. And that's the list of the stuff, the shit that they found.
Yeah. But yeah, that whole search warrant, that's fucking bogus.
Yeah, it is hard to
watch. They didn't find anything
Yeah.
they were going in there with the intent to find. Nope.
I'm walking here with $2, says, can I have a steel toe hoodie? I'm walking here with another $2, says, you skipped some supers, Big Daddy. I got him. It's me, Mario, with $1.99, says, you and April's parents are proud. I'm sure my parents are proud of me getting out.
No, you and April's parents
are proud.
He's ripping on you.
I know he is. My parents are proud of me getting out. I'm sure they're not totally thrilled about the experiment I went on.
Ooh.
CP becoming a Baby Boot member. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. Very nice of you. Thank you guys for all the super chats, all the contributions. I appreciate all that. The safe is in his studio. How did you not see it? April was Jesus Christ. The safe in his studio. Oh, you know what? The safe door. Okay, so the walk-in safe. Okay, so I just took that as the door to the studio. I never thought of that as a safe, as a walk-in safe.
Is his studio the safe?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I never even thought of that as a safe. It makes sense now.
I'm going to say that is kind of badass. So if you got a walk-in safe and you want to do a podcast and you make your podcast studio inside of your walk-in safe.
Right.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool, right?
I can't shit on him for that.
That's a thing.
So you literally walk through this fucking safe door. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never saw that. How many times you walked through that door, Aaron?
Trucker 18-wheeler. Trucker 18-wheeler with $2 says, legal mindset told you to shut it as well. I know he did. I know. I'm not divulging anymore. I'm walking here with $2, says, what will be first show to pony up enough to get April? April's not coming on. Done deal, pal. Done deal with $2 says, you said 3 women. Who is the second and third? Second woman what?
Don't you fucking worry about it.
Triple N with $2 says, if the Baldo doesn't fit, you must acquit. Oh, are those the super chats I missed? Okay.
They must be.
Hey, I got them. Reichs Marshal Klaus Barbie with $2 says, Heil Matt, Heil Aaron, Heil Charlie Chaplin. Thank you, buddy. That's very kind. So that's what we've got, man, for all that, for all the latest on the Ricada stuff. Now, the thing I saw today on Kiwi Farms was that they raised money to get the body cam video released.
Oh, you got to pay for that?
I guess. I here's what I read.
Yeah.
I read that somebody said that you have, like, if you raise $3,000, you can get the body cam footage, and that they got it and it was going to be released. I don't know how true that is.
I didn't realize it takes $3,000 to get body cam footage.
Mitch says, Camelot guys. I watched some of Camelot's stream. He called me ugly. Camelot guy said something about hookers. Did he misspeak or was there more debauchery? I never saw hookers. Not once. Not never. I did not see any hookers. Watching from beginning, you're wrong about uncivil. Yesterday, he was shaming pastor. Today, totally different. His we can't fix it wasn't fixing, just speaking more to Nick Simps. Watch the whole show. Well, then I apologize if I got that wrong. I'm sorry, Larky.
Dude seems wishy-washy. He can't pick a fucking lane.
He has seemed a little Baldo-washy, I will say. But I have been too tonight in rooting for the guy to get better and everything, I suppose. I'm walking here with $2, says that's a no on the hoodie, my brother. You want a hoodie? Contact me. We'll get you a hoodie. Nick has a dealer selling ounces. He's singing like a canary. Who's singing? I don't know who would be singing.
I think he's saying Nick, implying Nick is singing on his dealer.
Ooh. I mean, shit.
I don't, honestly, based on what we are kind of picking up on right now, I don't see that happening at the moment.
I mean, that's an interesting spin on the whole deal.
I could see if people were suspecting he may, but I don't think the behavior that we're seeing is indicating that.
Yikes. That body cam would be interesting, but also there's so many people in there that I know. I think it would be kind of heartbreaking.
You don't need to see.
I don't know if I need to see the.
I really don't want you to see that.
You think I'm fucking gay or something? Like I can't handle it?
I'm just thinking it's not necessary.
Think I'm a fucking Mo?
I don't think you need to.
Can't handle my shit?
What's the point?
I can't come up with one right now.
Yeah, exactly. What are you going to get out of it?
Nothing.
It's going to stir up a whole bunch more shit that you're going to have to fucking work through that you don't need stirred up. None of that needs to be stirred up in order for you to continue to work to correct everything that's happened.
I will say this, Matt seems to be making a whole hell of a lot of sense. Matt's raising a lot of good points.
Doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't do anything good for you. It won't.
That's what I'm hearing. That's the word on the street. Tony with $5. Thank you to everybody who's been throwing money at this program, supporting this show. I do appreciate it, guys. Very, very cool. All the links are in the chat. We appreciate it. Let's go to that one from Tony. $5. $3K for body cam footage. Black people can't even afford their own police excessive force videos. That's racist. That's racist, yo. To Be Strange says, Aaron's the one singing about everything. Yeah, but I'm not charged with a crime. I'm just a witness. Just a guy who saw it. Yeah, McCool says, I doubt it. Why would he be freaking out if he was snitching? Yeah, that's what I think, too.
The behavior happening isn't the behavior of a snitch.
Yeah. It's not worth watching, man, says Eugene Stoner. Oh, that's true. Atomic Ray says, you have a divorce coming out. You need to know what is in there. It's interesting. It'll Buff Out says, you lost, dude. Had an awesome younger wife. Introduced her to stupid shit. Left the door open. She took the wrong one. You could have steered this the right way. Holy shit, you're really breaking some news to me. No, I'm aware.
Right.
I don't know how many times. It's very interesting. It's like the internet wants a certain result out of this, and I kind of spoiled it by admitting guilt. Because they're like, oh, yeah, well, you did this. I'm like, yeah, Tard, have you not been watching? I believe I've said that 5 trillion times. You lost, dude. Well, no, I won't say I lost because I got out of there before all this shit happened. So I didn't lose there. I won there. I feel good about that.
Mm-hmm.
Had an awesome younger wife. Yes, I did. Introduced her to stupid shit. Did I? I feel like we both kind of walked through that door together.
That was, individual decisions being made there.
Left the door open. She took the wrong one. Accurate. You could have steered this the right way. The only way I could have steered this the right way is from the beginning, not gotten involved. And don't think I haven't thought about it. It's too late now.
And how ironic the guys whose name is It'll Buff Out just cites a whole bunch of shit that won't buff out.
To Be Strange says, I'm just saying Aaron's is saying a lot of crazy shit that he should keep to himself over the internet for all to see. So why would he hold it in when getting pressed by the cops? I'm not getting pressed by the cops. I'm going voluntarily.
You're being pressed?
Yeah. Not at all. And again, everything I say, I can back up.
Yeah, he's just saying what he did.
And I'm also saying, just what I saw. Go ahead and tell me I didn't see what I saw.
Yeah. Or didn't do what you did.
Yeah, or do what I did. Adam Simon gifting a membership. Thank you. Shots fired with JB Gunner with $1.99 says, shout out to Tony for the funniest super chat of the night. Is Natclo softening on me? Because Natclo has hated my fucking guts. Natclo says, chin up, Aaron. I believe in you. Don't let your new wife screw around on you. Live and learn. Live and learn. Well, we were
getting married already?
We're kind of screwing around on each other.
Getting married already?
We were scandalizing things. Terrible people we were. Absolute garbage humans down to the core. All right. I think
that'll happen.
Oh my God, I have great news.
Do you?
I'm going to have you talk to the audience.
Oh God.
I'm going to have you talk to the chat.
They don't like
I have been doing shows all day long.
Yes.
Someone in the chat pointing out it should be chins up.
Chins.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
because
very
you're
much.
so fucking fat. Because you didn't do enough coke, sir.
See, that's how people know that Aaron didn't get as deep in the coke as everybody else did. Look at what a fucking chunk I still am.
You only got down to 215.
Yeah.
Not 185.
$2 from Sicky says, "Wonder if all this becomes a movie someday." Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Looking really forward to it. Harkanu with $2 says, "Grab headphones and go for a walk at the quarries." Oh, wait a minute. Is that me getting killed? Is that a setup to have me whacked? No, I'm never going to the quarries again.
No, I'd stay away from there.
Curtis Caruth with $4.99. The night you texted Kayla you were done, was that the night Nick canceled the show because of a family emergency? She must have shifted a brick. I know he did cancel a show the night that happened. I don't know, and I'm sure that's why. I don't know if he said family emergency, but yeah, it did cause a canceled show. Mick KM with the Artie Lang joke. Aaron puts Coke on his cheeseburgers. Thank you. Yeah. It's just looking at people's thoughts and everything on the matter is, God, it's fantastic. You guys are. McCool says, "Go pick out a dress at the quarry." No, right around the corner. No, right around there. Yeah, no. Yeah, go in. Just go. Yeah, go pick out a dress. It'll be fucking Karen from Goodfellas. This audience knows I like a movie quote or two.
No, not you.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? This is awesome. Matt can now go take over the chat. You're going to talk to these people for a little bit. I can tell you right now, guys, unless I go to Twitter right now and I see anything new, I see any developments.
I can do a story?
I can honestly say there's no more Nick Rekieta stuff to talk about.
Well, that's good.
At the moment. We have an update. Rekieta still hasn't shut the fuck up.
Oh, God. No,
this isn't good.
Can we...
We've got another legal mindset video. We can go to this.
Hard drugs, yeah. Great way not to go. Thomas Gabriel White says, "I heard that when someone does drugs, their mind can be a bit foggy for up to a year. I think it will be a while before he's normal. Even now, he's making decisions and he's posting things and he's getting into these fucking little threads here in these fights where he shouldn't be talking about. He shouldn't be talking about any of these things. As anybody would know, you should not be talking about any of this stuff. He should not be talking about the cars. He should not be talking about the kids. He should not be talking about the drugs. He should not be talking about a DUI. He went off in this about speeding tickets and DUIs and
so he's rambling.
Lots of
rambling. Dude, I'm going to tell you, this makes me worried.
Yeah.
That he's not. It makes me nervous about whether or not he's sticking to his probation. Because it sounds like paranoid, incoherent ramblings that I've heard before late at night. Shit.
A whole bunch of other stuff. Being a junkie, track marks, right? I mean, he's talking about all of this in DMs. And it's just like, why would you do this, bro? Brendan Cirque.
Oh, man. Hey, there's our buddy Med Joe in the chat, one of our Steel Toe boys. Yeah, why he's talking about being a junkie and all of that stuff. God damn it, man. Oh, boy, and he's posting in his locals chat, too. The amount of people accepting a government narrative is both surprising and unsurprising, but it is what it is. We're only believing and accepting the evidence that's in front of our face. Nick, I don't think you were holding on to all this shit. It's like that line in the movie Scarface. When you got 26 grams of coke staring you in the face, Nicky, baby, it's hard for me to explain to a jury that you found it in a taxi cab.
When the fuck did you become a government narrative, Aaron?
When did you
become part of that?
I guess I'm a government narrative.
You're part of the government narrative.
And again, all I want to do is...
Which would make me part of it, too, which is fucking news to me.
All I want to do is make the guy take responsibility, get clean, and get his kids back. When I was hanging out with him, all I wanted to do was for him to get clean. I wanted all of them to get clean. I hate to be this guy, and I hate for my arrogance to come back. Maybe I'm recovering. I don't know. But no offense. If you guys wouldn't have treated me like a fucking wet blanket, if you guys would have fucking listened to me, you wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
Sure, I wouldn't be sounding as fun. Sure, I wouldn't be a great time. Sure, there wouldn't be as much fucking booger sugar sitting in the house. But doesn't that seem to be like... Let's break this down. What caused you more problems in your life? Aaron Imholt being obnoxious about cocaine use or 26 grams of coke being in your house? Which has caused you more hardship in your life? Did Aaron Imholt saying, guys, let's cut this, let's dial this back, this is irresponsible. Did anyone take your kids away for me saying that? Or did your kids get taken away because they found 26 grams of cocaine in your house? Ha! When Kayla said to you, when we run out of this shit, let's not reload. Let's not get more. And again, this is a story Kayla told me. I cannot confirm this. This is a story that Kayla told me.
Yep.
I don't know if this is true or not. But Kayla said April threw a fit and was going to go by herself, so Nick went with her. Kayla asked him not to. That's what Kayla told me. I can only go by that. What caused you more problems? Her asking you not to reload or going to get more? Like which, again, hindsight 2020, I understand. But I knew at the time that I was making the right decision. I knew at the time that I was giving you the right advice. So you can yell at everyone. You can yell at the government. You can yell at God. You can yell at your pastor. You can yell at the teachers. You can yell at me. You can say whatever. If you had fucking listened because I fucking gave a shit, you wouldn't be in this mess right now. I know you think you're the smartest guy in the room. I was smarter than you. You should have listened. But you won't. Oh boy, there's that fucking lube video again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that fucking weirdo.
That was a lot. Oh, there's me. What a pretty boy.
In your pink shirt.
What a pretty boy in my
pinkish
It's a lavender hoodie.
Lavender is like
Thank you very much.
Purple.
Here's a clip from Camelot's stream last night. Talking to Nick. Camelot was/is a friend of Nick's. I think he's kind of distanced himself because he's seen Nick having problems.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look-see. Camelot, by the way, said that I looked like a 3-day-old hot and ready pizza. And that hot and ready pizza is not appetizing to look at when it's fresh. So after 3 days, it's worse. That hurt my feelings. I will say this to you, Camelot, if you're watching. You hurt my feelings, bro. That actually, it stung me. He said, I didn't think Aaron could get laid.
Jesus.
Hurt my feelings. You big trap having motherfucker.
Here's why I decided to do this show today. It was actually this morning when I decided to do this show. I see a lot of people that I care about, and it's totally their right to do so.
By the way, have you ever seen a guy not sound like the way he looks more than Camelot?
I'm really puzzled.
He sounds like unassuming and nice and just kind of, oh, shucks. But then you look at him, he's like, motherfucker, what? And he's got these big traps, and he's like a bodybuilder. He sounds like Kermit the Frog, and you're like, wait a minute, this guy's like lulling me into a false sense of security before he strangles me to death.
But I see a lot of people.
I love that Camelot's insult to me is, he's an ugly motherfucker. And mine is, he's big and strong and could kill you.
It's fitting.
Yeah. Hey, Camelot, shit talk Aaron. Oh, he looks like a hot and ready pizza 3 days later. He an ugly motherfucker. Hey, Aaron, insult Camelot. No, he's in really good shape and his muscles are bulgy.
And he could fucking choke me out before he rapes my ass.
Yeah. Wait, what? Knocked me unconscious and fucked me in the butt. Aha, you're gay now. I tricked you into being gay. That's my insult. It's my superpower. I trick you into having sex with my unconscious anus. And then when I wake up bleeding, I go, aha, you're gay.
That's quite the fucking trick. God damn.
I know. I play the long game. I'm like Michael Corleone in The Godfather Part 2. Only it's with gay punishing butt sex.
Uh-huh.
What I'm trying to say is Camelot thinks I'm ugly. My insult was not very good back. Nice.
You basically called him fuckable.
He called me an ugly, expired, stinky pizza. And I said, that guy probably fucks. Queer. I'm good at this. I'm really good at this. This is my fucking jam right here. Oh, man, this Aaron guy, he looks like he couldn't please a woman. Camelot looks like he could crush you with his calves. Am I right, guys? What a bitch.
Oh, you want
care.
You want to insult people? You need to stick with that fat lawyer guy.
Yeah, exactly. I can insult Kyle Gass from Tenacious D. I can't insult fucking boyish, charm-looking muscle guy with his
muscle shirt
with his innocent, naive Southern accent. And his girls probably like
perked up lips right now. He's ready to give you a kiss, Aaron.
He looks like a model. Fuck this guy. I'm annoyed.
I think that's the whole point we're trying to make.
Yeah.
You want that to happen. Fuck this guy.
No, somebody, please. I mean, he deserves it. He takes care of himself. I had Hardee's for lunch.
3-day-old pizza.
3-day-old hot and ready looking ass motherfucker. Oh, yeah? Why don't you have traps, queer?
Out, and it's totally their right to do so.
Right.
But I see a lot of people I care about.
I'll say whatever the fuck I want about you, Camelot, as long as you don't make me arm wrestle.
A lot of people I care about overtly defending Nick on Twitter. Just fucking all day, man. Like, just every tweet fucking defending Nick. And that's great. But
it's not great.
In doing so,
it's bad.
I'm afraid my friend is going to die.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
And that's the cold, hard truth. When I see people overtly defending this situation, I see my friend dying. Because you're validating these choices that were made that I have disagreed with for so fucking long now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's a sobering analysis. It's a sobering take. Like you think that you're just gaining clout, and you think that you're defending the guy because it'll help me, whatever. But really, you're enabling the guy to the point where, it could end up, if he keeps doing shit, killing him. Is this another legal mindset clip, or is this one we already watched?
I don't know,
guys. We'll talk about this after this, and I'm not gonna dox the DMs.
Oh no, we did that
one.
This one.
Yep,
we heard that one.
We certainly did.
Nick Rekida's search warrant explained. Oh, potential. Oh, okay. You know what? I was talking about LawTuber guys that I actually like. I do have to say, potentially criminal is another one that's very, very good. Sean, he's really good.
Yeah.
That guy, he knows his shit for sure. Tony with $5 says, Matt, while Aaron's gone, what's your favorite racial slur? Go. Goger with 20 somethings says, did you see that Nick is going to be on the kill stream? Well, what Ralph announced while I was on the show was that when Nick's ready to start streaming again, his first interview will be on the kill stream. I would say massive mistake, but he's allowed to do it. Citizen M with 199 says, I'll make a downfall video if you play my clips tonight. Sent that twice. Thank you, buddy. I don't know if we're going to have time for that. Might do it tomorrow. I'm not in the, I think mentally right now, Citizen M, I'm kind of in the limit hurt mindset again. Like, again, I just, my brain's all over the place and I think about this all day and then I come on the show. My mindset is definitely on the don't hurt anybody else. You've made your point. Don't fucking cause any more harm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to cause any more harm to anybody by playing your clips. If you make the downfall video, great. If you don't, you don't. I'm walking here with $2. Says, I'm hearing Citizen M might make downfall video. What gave it away? Was it the two messages? I'm not sure. I'll wait. Thank you guys very much. Let's listen to some of potentially.
It'll work, Chet. I promise. We'll make it work. The same crooked cops that set up Karen Reed set up Nick.
What?
And Darcy says, yes, there's no more Karen Reed for the rest of the week. So we have like 8 hours of testimony to stretch out over the next couple of days. So we'll make it work, Chad. I promise. We'll make it work. Cringe says, how do I synthesize fentanyl?
Jesus Christ.
Burn. There weren't like
This guy actually he's really sharp.
Yeah.
I watched him a little bit. I was on Kino Casino with him. He's a smart dude.
Mm-hmm.
like crack tubes or chore boy or anything like that. And he wasn't freebasing. That's dangerous as hell. Nick would fuck up freebasing like Richard Pryor did.
You know what I love about this guy? This guy doesn't really go like, oh, that guy's my friend. I'm going to defend him even if I sound retarded.
Mm-hmm.
He's a funny lawyer guy.
Yep.
This Sean from Potentially Criminal. He made a joke. He's like, some people were saying that maybe Nick was dealing drugs. He goes, could you imagine Nick as a drug dealer? He would get rolled every day. He's like, if Nick was a drug dealer, people would just go to his house, kick his ass, and take all his shit. And he's right.
Yeah.
Nick is not a drug dealer. I've never seen Nick. Nick never even charged me for anything. And I would say that I agree with Sean. If Nick was a drug dealer, he'd get fucking smoked. People would let him deal drugs.
Yep.
Just so they could beat the shit out of him and rob him. And they'd be like, oh, man, I better reload and do this again. And then they just wait till he makes a little money and then has a little shit and the balance is like 50-50. And then they'd fucking rob him again.
Don't freebase coke. Never a good idea, chat. Rob Ford is a new member. Thank you, Rob. Stephen Cooper says probably.
Oh, this isn't a clip. This is just his live stream.
Mm.
Well, then fuck me in the ass. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize. Oh, man, we got 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get into something in 20 minutes? Five Finger Full Price says Camelot is like 5'3". I didn't know that. Well, then, yeah. Fuck him. No, I'm just kidding.
He'd still fuck you in the ass and make you humble.
He seems like a nice guy. But it could be that it could be that Southern accent that makes him sound like a nice guy, like he's unassuming. It could be. I feel like if you have that accent, you have carte blanche to be a piece of shit. People will go like, he'd never do that.
Easy to hide it, you're saying.
Oh, shucks, look at everybody just coming around saying little old me. Meanwhile, he's like fucking horses, like some just really repugnant shit. Not Camelot. I'm just saying anybody with that voice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I guess if you come down to my town, we'd take care of you and make you supper and get you a nice bed and something to eat and some sarsaparilla to drink.
We'll even let you have a go at the horse out back.
Yeah, and then you go downstairs and he's chopping up children's body parts. And Jesus Christ, that fucking accent is not to be trusted. I'm walking here with $2. Says 2 messages gave it away. Yeah, can you play clips, please, brother? Can't. Sorry, I'm not in the mood to make people feel bad tonight. Aaron is in heaven, says Steve. He only had to admit several crimes to hit his goal for the night. I didn't. Reptilian Richard Ramirez says you don't automatically get robbed the moment you start. If you look like Nick, you do. I think Sean was right about that. C-Dow says you can tell he's short. The workout bros are mostly coping for something. Are they? I just sometimes feel like people like to watch their muscles get big.
Sometimes that's just all they want. It's called bigorexia. It's the opposite of
Is it
anorexia.
really?
There's a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, bigorexia.
You know what I
I'm
have?
like addicted to.
I have another addiction. Committed to looking remarkably, unremarkably physical orexia. Is that a thing? Midlanorexia.
Grainorexia? Breadorexia?
Catalina says, how in the fuck do you find Coke anyway? Everything is like Russian roulette. You never know what you're going to get. That's a box of chocolates, not Russian roulette.
Loaphorexia.
Life is like Russian roulette. You never know what you're going to get. Well, yeah, you do. You're going to hear a click or the lights are going to go out. One of the two. It's not really a...
That doesn't sound like a fun game to play.
No, it doesn't.
Sounds very nerve-wracking.
No, it doesn't. But, you can't spell Russian roulette without Coke. Magnum DUI says, what does Aaron do exactly? Please explain. He isn't funny, not really entertaining, just reads chat. Melton sucks, but he's right. Thanks, Magnum DUI.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Appreciate that. Well, then there you go. That's the show you need to
Now
be
you
watching.
Now you know what he does.
Thanks for coming by, everybody. This has been the Unfunny Cunt in the Evening show. We appreciate it. Fun to have you here. Vidam says, Aaron, I thought you were better than that. I'm very disappointed in you and April. I wish April was still a second mic on Steel Toe. Hey, which one is it? Are you disappointed in us or do you want her to come back? Thanks a lot.
I think he's saying he wishes it all would have never have happened, sir.
Well, you and me both.
Yeah.
Boy, do I wish we could all hop on that ride together.
Wait, you wish this would never happen?
I do.
What's crazy? What's crazy talk?
I wish that all of these things
That's
were
such
a
crazy
memory.
talk.
Sorry.
There's a weird bad dream you had one night. That would be nice.
Yeah, I just wake up tomorrow and it never happened.
Yeah, I know those moments.
Yeah.
Not quite to the level you do, but I'm not gonna try to outdo you on that. But I know that feeling.
Magnum DUI says, why did you read that? To give you a little shit. Just to tease you a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all. We got a couple of stories we can do here. Look, we're getting back to old Steel Toe stuff. There we go.
Story.
We're going to do 2 or 3 quick hitters here tonight. That'll be fun. Yeah. A Florida priest is accused of biting a woman while giving out communion during a mass in St. Cloud.
Whoa!
Fucking, I knew that Recada's pastor was a piece of shit. I knew he was hurting people, and here he is biting.
Which St. Cloud?
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. This is not. It's not Nick's. It's not Nick's.
Because I know there's a St. Cloud, Florida, as well for some reason, and
he did. It was not Nick's pastor.
Does seem appropriate.
Although if he did go batshit and bite somebody, it might help Nick's case. Like, look at this unstable motherfucker ratting me out.
Yeah,
like,
this really the credible guy. Like, we took all our advice from him on this search warrant. What?
Just ate a guy's face. Like, what the fuck is he doing? The priest, identified as Father Fidel Rodriguez, initially refused to give the woman communion on May 19th and told her she did not do the prior steps necessary to receive the bread when he encountered her at a mass held earlier that day at St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church.
That's a weird way to escalate things from you didn't do the right steps to accept communion to I'm biting you in the face.
Some of those Catholics get fucking, like, some of those churches get weird.
Biting the face off?
No, not that weird.
That's like bath salts type of shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, with who gets communion.
That's what I'm saying. But
like, if they find out, like, there's old school Catholic churches where if they find out that you just, like, had an abortion, they'll say you can't get communion. You know?
But they're not biting your face off.
Well, no. Has anybody ever pushed them hard enough? James Bomert says, Aaron, did you try to warn April? Yeah, back in December, we had a conversation where I told her, you got to stop trying this shit. No more doing it. And she said, it's fun, and I do it with my friends, and it's just a little bit. And I told her it's going to get to be more and more, and it's going to get to be more and more often. And then it did, and then I pointed that out to her, and she would tell me I'm wrong, and she's doing just fine, and she's got a hand. Like, it was a disaster, and it was the final nail in the coffin for our marriage, unfortunately. $2 from I'm Walking here says, odds on April joining OnlyFans soon. I hope not. I hope she doesn't. A statement provided by the Diocese of Orlando states Rodriguez gave the woman a blessing at the 10 a.m. Mass and advised her to receive the sacrament of penance, confession, before coming back to receive Holy Communion. So she didn't go do confession, so he bit her?
Well, he advised her at that point, so I think there's more steps going on here.
The woman told police she returned to the church for the noon Mass. That's too much Mass.
Oh, good God, yeah. How many
Especially
times do you go? A Catholic?
Oh, my God. How many times do you have to hear you're a piece of shit?
In a Catholic Mass. You shouldn't even need to go to confession. If you just show up for a second Mass, you have paid your penance.
Yeah. The woman told police she returned to the church for the noon Mass and informed the priest she had in fact done the necessary steps and is now accepted by God, thus granting her the ability to participate in communion. Okay, how does it go from here to somebody got bit? The priest asked if the...
Why does she need to eat the little cracker so bad?
Oh, you got to. Dude, don't be calling it a little cracker. First of all, that's racist. Second of all, that's like the shit in Catholicism. That's the body of Christ, brother. Yeah, that's a big fucking deal in Catholicism, homie.
I'm aware. I'm a recovering Catholic myself, sir.
Well, I mean, then don't ask, why. I'm walking here with $2. Says, tell the truth, tell the truth, brother. Would you sub? One into chat, yes.
What?
Everybody like and subscribe. How's that? Shots fired with JB Gunner with $4.99 says, Aaron, serious question. Do you believe that you owe any of these strangers any answers about April? No, and I don't have any. So,
yeah.
Boom.
Kind of been talking about.
The priest asked the woman if she had been to the sacrament of penance, to which she stated it was not his business. Oh, shit. You don't say that to the father.
Oh, no.
You don't say that to father. You don't go, oh, yeah, go.
You don't say it to holier than thou with a big fucking headdress on in the front of the church.
Do the priests wear a headdress?
Some of them do, don't they? Or them
No,
bishops?
I think you're thinking of like bishops and cardinals and
I don't
shit.
know.
You don't know Catholicism.
No,
dude.
I don't know church stuff.
You don't know shit about the church, bro.
I do not, sir.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. The priest isn't allowed to go, hey, did you go to confession? You don't get to go, none of your fucking business. Like, you don't get to say that shit to the priest.
But here's the thing. What if she is lying because he's the only priest at that church and he knows for a fact she didn't sit her ass in that little booth?
Well, then that's a sin.
Uh-huh. And is he allowed to deny her communion based on knowing that?
I think if you're the priest, you get to kind of bogart the communion if you want to.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Follow the rules, bitch.
The woman told police Rodriguez allegedly became upset and tried to ram the cookie in her mouth. Eat it, you fucking whore. Eat the fucking gem. She said she then attempted to grab another communion bread, which the priest was holding, when he grabbed her and bit her arm.
Wow.
What? I need to go to this church. This church sounds lit, man. This church is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's entertaining at
Just
least.
the priest is shoving fucking cookies into your face, and then you're biting them. And
oh, you want fucking communion? Eat it. Eat the fucking cracker.
This is what whores get.
Oh,
in
no,
this
they
church.
don't call it the cracker. Eat the body of Christ, bitch.
Accept the body and repent, you mistress, you whore, you slumlord. The woman told police Rodriguez allegedly became upset and tried to ram the cookie in her mouth, so he grabbed her and bit her arm. Father Rodriguez offered the Holy Communion on the tongue. At that point, the woman forcefully planted her hand in the vessel and grabbed some sacred communion hosts, crushing them. What the fuck? Having only one hand free, Father Rodriguez struggled to restrain the woman as she refused to let go of the hosts. When the woman pushed him and reacting to a perceived act of aggression, Father Rodriguez bit her hand so she would let go of the host that she grabbed. Well, it's not like you can serve those to people now. They got people's.
Well, I mean, how do you
on.
expect her to react when he offered to give her to receive the sacrament on her tongue?
Well, they do that. You don't know. You don't know about that.
She didn't consent to that.
Put it on the thing.
I don't know.
Well, she was a.
It was a dick joke.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
She was a filthy.
I'm stupid.
She was a filthy trollop, and she needed to be cleansed. And he was
filthy trollop needed to accept the sacrament on her tongue.
Exactly. I'm walking here. Thanks for the $2. I'm gonna type 2 in the chat.
Priest is just trying to say, I will put this where you received the jizz last night.
Show me where the wiener went, and I will place the host upon it. She opens up her asshole. You're like, oh Jesus, this got away from me. Uh-oh.
I don't think that's equipped to receive the sacrament.
I don't think I can shove the host up your anus. That doesn't really seem holy. Well, it's holy.
So then did Christ perform anal on her?
No, Christ
Too
didn't-
much?
Christ didn't fuck her.
But
It
it's
was
the body
Jesus.
of Christ.
Steve says
transubstantiation, sir. Even I know that.
Steve says Father Rodriguez is Aaron's spiritual advisor.
Wow.
I don't know. I just I don't think you should be biting your parishioners. But then again, I'm not a godly man, so I don't really know.
I'm also clearly I'm not a godly man.
Now, when interviewed by police, the priest told the investigating officer the woman had pushed him and would not let go of the communion tray, and the only way he thought to extract her from it was to bite her arm. In the Catholic tradition, the Eucharist is considered the sacred source and summit of worship and faith. The act of participating in Holy Communion, therefore, calls for a proper understanding, reverence, and devotion. The statement from the Archdiocese read. Wow, so they're like going all out defending this guy. They're like uncivil law with Nick Rekieta. It's not something a person can arbitrarily demand, and it is not certainly a mere cookie, as the complainant called it. Wow, they're fucking pissed that they called the sacrament a cookie. They'll fuck you up for that. The woman refused medical attention, and police photographed the bite mark. St. Cloud police have forwarded the affidavit summary of events to the state's attorney for review.
Oh, boy.
Well, they gotta... Mawashi with $5 says, you did well not to give to Alex Schnozstein his tribalistic subversivity was trying to imply that responsibilities could be found somewhere else. Look, I like Alex.
Do you need to use all those big words to make me feel fucking stupid? Christ.
You are retarded, though.
I am, but god damn.
It's fun to watch you struggle with basic words.
Well, you couldn't read them either.
Yeah, but I tried.
You were trying to read them, and I couldn't understand what the fuck you were saying. Don't. Oh, English motherfuckers. Use normal words.
Oh, man. I tell you what.
What?
It's been a fun show.
Yeah,
We've got about 5 minutes left. Oh, speaking of Catholicism, the Pope offensively used, or the Pope allegedly used an offensive slur talking about gay men.
Well, I mean, if anyone's allowed to, I think it should be the Catholic Church.
Yeah, I feel like the head of the Catholic Church should be allowed to use the gay F word. I mean, that's how they think of
They
them.
have a certain view on them. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
This is no surprise, right?
When it comes to the Catholic Church, I mean, the Pope using the gay F word should be one of those things where like, yeah, you know what? That tracks.
Yeah.
Like the Pope would use it.
Yeah.
Like, Your Holiness, how do you feel about homosexuals? Oh, you mean fat? Like... That's just what they would say. So I don't really think this is a big scandal. You know something? The guy who runs the Catholic Church, between you and me, not fond of queers.
You don't say.
Bishops say the pontiff made the remark during closed-door debate on admitting homosexual men into seminaries. I got bad news for you. They're already there. We've known about them for decades.
I mean, you call it a seminary.
So who's the fucking snitch of a bishop then? So there's some fucking cunty blue-haired bishop who's like, he said offensive things about homosexuals. Dude, we call them, in the Catholic Church, they say they're going to burn in a lake of fire. I don't really know if calling them the gay F word is really the worst thing they do in Catholicism. So during the discussion, when one of the bishops asked Pope Francis what he should do, Pope reportedly reiterated his objection to admitting gay men, saying that while it was important to embrace everyone, it was likely that a gay person could risk leading a double life. Oh, unlike priests who, keep their vows very sacred. He is then alleged to have added that there was already too much frasciagini, a vulgar Italian word that roughly translates to faggotness, in some seminaries.
Wow.
The Pope says there was already too much faggotness. Which is a terrible word. I don't think it's an actual real word. But it
is in Catholicism, apparently, sir.
It's a really terrible word to be using. Why would you? Your Holiness, why would you do that? Jax with $2 says, Matt's turn to stir up a sex scandal. Oh, Matt, come on. Dip your wick somewhere. What do you got?
You don't worry about my sexual escapades, sir.
Anything good?
Oh, they're juicy.
Michael B says 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 54 seconds in. Let's go to that. Let's see what this clip is.
Think about it, though, Tom. So weight loss. AIDS? Nobody's got AIDS. I don't want to hear that word here again.
I can't play it. Is that it?
Federal prosecutor's office won't tell you what.
Just AIDS? I don't want to hear that word here again. Thank you for sending that clip in at the end of the show so we couldn't kill any momentum we might have had. That was really good.
Oh, boy.
Really nice. We appreciate it, guys. Oh, man. Aaron will be spending a few centuries in purgatory. James McKeon says Nick should have went to that church. It's a no judgment zone. Maybe. Dr. Chow, the Mega G, says if it comes out Matt is a P with like 50 hoes, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, Dr. Chow, you know, is one of the matadors.
All right.
He's one of the main matadors.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right, guys, let's get the fuck out of here. Thank you very much. P.S. Fanboy says, I just want to give Rackets props for having a rolled up 100. That's classy shit.
Yeah, well.
Some people like to feel good when they feel good, you know? And plus, if you ever get in a pinch, you know, hey, you going to the hardware store? There are card machines down here. Take this. Just wipe it off in front of them. Just like, oh, sorry about that. That's we were baking. Apologies. All right, guys, we're going to get the hell out of here. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Central Time. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I don't really, I mean, look, I'm going to tell you, tomorrow morning we'll probably give you the latest on what's going on in my life, where I'm at with it, the whole deal. But I feel like we're all caught up. Here's the thing. Every time we think we're all caught up,
just do normal shit until something else breaks.
All right, guys. Thank you very
That's
much.
it.
We appreciate your time. We appreciate all of the super chats, all of the generosity.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be back again at 6 a.m. Central Time, and we hope you're here for it. Talk to you again very, very soon.